Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or it's your first time here, welcome. So today we are going to be doing my January favorites, and today's favorites isn't going to be just focused on makeup or beauty. I actually have a ton of lifestyle favorites here. This month has been so incredibly busy, and so busy that I feel like I haven't even really been wearing a ton of makeup throughout the month, and when I have been wearing makeup, I've just been wearing like the same exact thing every single day that you guys have heard me talk about time and time again. So I decided to just pull from my overall favorites from the month. Let me know some of your favorites down below. I would really love to hear some of them. I love getting your recommendations. Of course, give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So let's start off with probably my favorite makeup product from the whole entire month, and that is the Fresh Sugar Honey Lip Balm. This is basically just a tinted lip balm. It's not a super exciting product. Like I said, January was a month where I didn't really wear a ton of makeup, so the makeup that I was wearing on like an everyday basis was either absolutely nothing or just something very minimal. So this tinted lip balm just really worked perfectly because it just would give a little bit of color to my lips, but it didn't look like I was wearing like a full-blown lipstick. And the actual texture of this lip balm, you guys, is like magical. It literally makes your lips look so juicy and plump because it does have like a little bit of a shinier finish to it. It almost makes your lips look wet. Like, it's just so flattering and so beautiful, and it's just such an easy lip product to wear. So the color of the lip balm looks like this. It's basically just a nude. It leans a little bit more on the pinkier side, but it's that type of color that's really going to be universally flattering on so many different skin tones. And because obviously this is a lip balm, it's super hydrating. It's really easy to like throw on throughout the day. You don't need a lip liner. I would definitely recommend this if you are like a natural makeup wearer and you just want a lip product that just makes your lips look like your lips, but a little bit better. It gives a little bit of shine, a little bit of color, nothing too crazy. This is the perfect product. And honestly, even if you're really into full glam, this is still a really beautiful nude lipstick. It's one of my favorite nude lip products that I have in my collection. So now let's move on to my favorite skincare product of the month. So January for me was a little bit of a stressful month. It was all good things, but there was just a lot going on, and stress is one thing that really like triggers my skin. I get these like really annoying under the skin bumps, and they're really difficult to get rid of. The only thing that will really get rid of it is the Drunk Elephant from Boost night serum that I talk about all the time. But another product that I've been using almost as like a more intensive treatment about like twice a week has been the Drunk Elephant TLC Baby Facial. This is a face mask that has AHA and BHA. It's basically like a chemical exfoliator, and I find that this is so effective when I have those little bumps on my face. This is one of the only products that will actually help like smooth out my skin again. I definitely do not use this product more than twice a week though, because if I do, then my skin can start to get a little bit sensitive. This has been just really great for just making everything smooth again. So now let's talk about some foundation and concealer brushes. Now, you are probably gonna recognize these if you've watched my foundation routine that I recently posted, but these have been my go-to brushes to apply my concealer, my under eye powder, as well as my foundation. Now, I was such an avid beauty blender user. Like, I would literally never ever even go towards a foundation brush or a concealer brush to blend out my concealer or foundation, just because I never really liked the way it looked. I found it always a little bit difficult to make my foundation and concealer look smooth, and beauty blender I found just did the job. But recently I just haven't been able to stop using brushes, and I have not picked up my beauty blender in what feels like a really long time. Like, it's been a long time since my beauty blender has been dampened. This one over here is like a classic. It's the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80. I feel like there was one point where literally every single beauty guru on YouTube was using this brush, and I feel like not a lot of people use it anymore. Well, I'm sure people do, but it's just not spoken about quite as often. But I love using my more like sheer and light coverage foundations with a brush like this. I find it just gives it the most perfect effect because the foundations aren't like super full coverage. They will never look cakey or heavy on the skin, but it almost makes them look airbrushed when I use it with this foundation brush. For my concealer, I've been really enjoying the Sigma High Cheekbone highlighter brush. This is the F03. Now, this is obviously marketed as a highlighter brush. I don't use it for my highlighter. Like I said, I do use it for my concealer. What I really like about this brush for my concealer is the fact that it's not super dense, and it's also a bit of like a longer brush, and it's very fluffy. Really dense brushes will give a little bit more of a heavier look to the skin. So I really like the fact that this is a little bit fluffier because I find I'm able to give the under eyes a little bit more of like an airbrush finish and not such like a a heavy finish. So this one's been great. And then lastly, the brush that I've been using to set my under eyes has been this soft blend concealer brush, the F64 from Sigma. Now the F64 is pretty similar to the high cheekbone highlighter brush. It's just a little bit more dome shaped and a little bit more like dense, but I find that this works really great for just setting underneath my eyes because it's really nice and small, so it's very precise. So next up, I have a product from Lush that I've been oh so in love with. Now, my absolute favorite scent from Lush, like of all time, is their Twilight scent. I have it in absolutely every single form that they even sell it in. If they sell it, I own it. The shower gel, the shower jelly, the body lotion, the bath bomb, and now I have the body spray. Now, I feel like the best way to describe the Twilight scent is that it's like a mix of vanilla and lavender. It's very relaxing. It's one of my favorite things to like apply before going to sleep. So when I saw that Lush came out with the Twilight body spray, I obviously had to get it. And I do not spray this all over my body as a perfume. I actually spray this like as a room spray. So before I go to sleep, I will just spray this like a mad woman. Just everything around me smells like Twilight. Now, I've spoken about these Makeup Forever powders quite a bit, but I've really been focusing on the blushes, and I don't really think I've spoken too much about the actual contour shades, but I have been using the contour shades just as much as I've been using the blush shades. Put it very simply, I just love the formula of these powders. They just go on the skin so smoothly. I feel like you barely even have to work in order for them to like blend out, and they really are just sort of like that perfect formula. They're very soft, but they're not like too soft that they will just explode when you put a brush into them. Like, they're still very easy to work with, and you don't have to be like careful when you actually apply them. And so on top of the beautiful formula, the color for this contour powder is really just perfect for my skin tone. It's not too cool toned, it's not too warm. So if you've been looking for a really awesome new contour shade, definitely recommend checking out the ones from Makeup Forever. So next, let's talk about makeup wipes. Now, makeup wipes are probably the most boring thing to talk about, but it's something that I personally go through like water. So I was like a big Neutrogena makeup wipes user. I love those makeup wipes, but I would go through literally a bag of them in like 3 days, and those things are expensive. They were like $12 a pack, which is ridiculous. I would always try and get them on sale, but at the end of the day, like, I'm spending so much money on these freaking makeup wipes that literally just end up in the trash, and it really like bothered me. So I was on a hunt for like a cheaper alternative to makeup wipes, and I think I had heard it was Katie from like Luster Luxe. She spoke about these Kirkland makeup wipes, which is the Costco brand makeup wipes, and I have not looked back since. Now, I don't remember the exact price, but I'm pretty sure it was under $20 for 6 of these. Okay, my mind was blown, and I'm very happy to say that these work very well. I feel like they don't work quite as well as Neutrogena makeup wipes. I feel like Neutrogena ones really do break down makeup a little bit more, but for that price, I honestly like don't even care if these aren't the absolute best makeup wipes that I've ever tried. All I care is that they don't burn my skin, they don't irritate my skin, and they don't do that. So I just wanted to like put it out there to let you guys know that these do have my like stamp of approval. Costco always comes through with those bulk deals. So next up, I want to talk about the Signet phone cases. Now, this one is in the little package because I haven't opened it yet, but the one that is currently on my phone is also from Signet, and I've been getting so many questions about this because every time I take a mirror selfie, you always see this adorable phone case, and a lot of you guys always ask me where it's from. So Signet was actually created by 2 YouTubers, Tony and Ali Sevdalis. They're also fellow Canadians, which is so awesome. So I really wanted to just sort of like showcase their brand because, of course, they're a small business, they're fellow YouTubers, and I really just wanted to show my support because the product that they created is really, really, really awesome. So yeah, all their phone cases have these adorable little designs. The one that I have on my phone right now is the one with like the palm leaves and the little flamingos. It's just so cute. And then this one, which I have yet to put on my phone, is the little peach one. They also have one that has like lemons on it, and I believe one that has like an evil eye. I will link obviously their website down below if you guys want to check them out. And not only are the cases really cute, but I find that they're actually really well made. Like the bumper that sits around the phone, I find really does protect it when I drop it, and I drop my phone a lot. So guys, that is it for my favorites this month. It was short and sweet, but I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Of course, let me know some of your faves down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.